Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing today? How was your day today? Let me know in the chat how your day was. Let me know where you're from, where you're watching me. How is everybody doing today, guys? How is your Monday? Hey, Rhonda. Hi, Tina. How are you? Hi, Kelly. Hi, Humble Jessica. How's everybody doing? I see you're following me. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm doing good today. I can't complain. Just running errands today. Now I'm headed back to the you know what. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm having a good day. From New York, watching it over a month now. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate the support, guys. How's it going today, Rhonda? How's it going? I gotta get me something to eat before I go back. What is going on, everyone? Went to the gym this morning. And after the gym, I just had some errands to run. 24 degrees. I hate winter. I really do hate the winter time. I really, really do. Y'all, I went down to social services today, and I'm signing up to get my food stamps reinstated. Gonna go get me some food stamps reinstated because I can get food stamps. So I'm gonna sign back up for those, and that'll be good. So I'm doing everything I can do to get the assistance, any kind of extra, whatever I can get. I'm going to apply for. But it's so good that you're out of the deep freeze. It's still cold here. I don't know. I guess it's 20 something degrees here too. I appreciate all you guys for following my journey of my homelessness. Mm. I won't be homeless long, you guys. I won't be like this long. this will be over before I know it. Amen. Amen. How was your Monday so far? Let me know how your Monday is turning out. Were you guys off today? I was off today. I'm going back to work tomorrow. Mm. Can you guys hear me? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm in good spirit. I'm good today. Having a great Monday. One thing I don't like about Mondays, I don't like the winter. I hate the coldness, but you know, such is life, right? I ain't got no complaints today. I just want to do my extra live stream that I normally do. I normally do 2 live streams every day. One early in the morning, then I do one in the afternoon. Okay, you can hear me? Okay. Because the way I had my phone sitting, I was like, it was covering up my speaker, but were you guys off today? Anybody off work today on Monday? Sounds as though I'm moving to a new home soon. No, I wish I was. Not yet. Scarface. Love it. Love Scarface. I wish I was moving into a new home soon. I mean, you don't know what the future's going to hold for me, but no, I'm not moving anywhere yet. Not yet. One day. But I can stop. I can still sign up for food stamps while I'm at the shelter. I can still get food stamps. Yep, it's coming soon. Speaking into existence. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, or yes, sir. It's on the way. It's on the way. But I had a pretty good Monday. I wish it was warmer, but it's just not, and that's okay. There was so much traffic out here. I wanted to pull over and do this live stream. I don't like being stuck in traffic because I get paranoid. I get really paranoid with traffic. Mm-mm. So I just pulled over to get out of the way of the traffic because I get so scared of so much traffic going every which way. I'm also having me something to eat. Having me a bite to eat before I go back to the shelter. When I get back there, I'll see what kind of drama ensued. When I get back to the shelter, somebody will be talking about something that happened. They'll be like, oh my God, this happened today. Oh my God, I can't believe this person did that. I don't put nothing past nobody, honey. But I had a good day. I had a good day. I used to drive a box truck. I hate traffic. Traffic really pisses me off. I don't think the kids had school today. I didn't really see any buses on the road this morning. And sometimes I'm thinking, like, why is the school system not letting the kids go to school if it snowed on Sunday? So y'all had all Sunday and Monday was Sunday to clear the, clear. It was snow, but it wasn't that much snow. Yeah, I wish I'm moving my home soon. I don't have anything yet, but it's coming soon. From South Africa. Hello, you always come here and watch me. I appreciate you coming over here. How did you find my channel? All the way from South Africa. Wow. I guess my joint is reaching, huh? How did you find me in the algorithm? All the way from South Africa. I guess with the algorithm will send my videos to people that I guess watch certain things. Like I get a lot of hiking stuff, van life stuff because that's what I watch. So I guess whatever you watch, the algorithm will pick that up and start sending y'all videos of my stuff. And that's what I think happened with the algorithm. I can't wait to spring, y'all. I know it seemed like we just got into winter, right? But I'm over this crap already. I hate cold. I remember when I was younger, I used to darn near like get into tears when it's so cold. I used to get so like almost damn near crying. Get me something to eat. Get back to the shelter. 'Cause it's too cold for me to be hanging out. I don't need to be hanging out in my car wasting my gas to try to stay warm. I gotta just keep on going. You gotta keep on going. But I had a good Monday. Not much has happened, but we're here though. Not much has happened, but we here. We in the house. Get in here. I like the snow and everything. I don't really mind it because it looks pretty when it snows and everything's white. But when it starts getting mixed up with the road, the dirty dirt and all that stuff gets into it, then it starts to look really musty and crusty and dusty. I don't see a lot of school buses on the road. So I think most of the kids probably had no school today. But I'm sure they'll probably be back to school tomorrow. So, but I do see a bus or two over here. Yeah, I guess some school districts had school and some didn't. But y'all remember back in the day when I was in high school, middle school, elementary school, and we used to get a lot of snow 10, 15, 20 years ago. We don't get it like that no more. Global warming is a real thing. The global warming is a real thing. Mhm. So if you guys are new here, you guys don't know what's going on with my channel. I am a homeless single woman, as it says in the chat. The channel, you know, the name of my channel was Homeless Single Woman. If you guys ever want to know, if you want to call me by my name, I don't give my government name, of course, but I always say you could just call me homeless, single woman, or whatever you want to call me. You can call me single, you can call me woman, whatever you want to call it. But I do not give my government name out. I no longer tell people where my state that I live in, because I do have some trolls that's been trolling me and trying to find out where I live, where I'm at, where's my job, and all these things. So I gotta protect myself. So but I appreciate you guys for coming here, supporting me every day. I'm pretty much on this platform every day. Again, I tell my story. I was evicted out of my apartment in January 2024. And it just seems like January 2024 was like last year. And it was. But we're also going into 2026. And it seems like it was last year, but it really wasn't. It was literally almost 2 years ago. So it just seems weird saying 20, because I used to tell people in 2023 I was evicted, and I really wasn't. It was actually 2024. But I was evicted out of my apartment that I had. So we go. I was evicted out of my apartment, and I stayed with family. Didn't work out. Stayed with a friend. Didn't work out. And here I am. I stayed in hotels. When I had a little bit of savings, I had some money in my savings. And I was able to stay in hotels for a few months with savings. But of course, that savings started to dwindle. So I had to leave. You know, I had to get out of the hotel. The hotel I had was it was an extended stay hotel, which was pretty decent. But like I said, when my finances started to dwindle, like I had a savings, I had a few thousand, and I knew that wasn't going to last long. You know what I'm saying? When you have a savings and you're living in hotels, that doesn't go too far. So savings ran out. After that, I ended up going to a hotel room. Not a hotel. I ended up going into the shelter. And this is my second shelter, because the first shelter I was in, I got kicked out because there were drug addicts in that shelter. I would wake up in the middle of the night and I would see women tweaking out on drugs, nodding out on drugs, and I didn't like that. So I took a picture for evidence to let the staff know what was going on, and I got in trouble. And I got put out of that shelter. So this shelter, I don't do any kind of video recordings or anything like that at this place. So, you know, just in case somebody find me or whatever on social media or whatever, I don't get myself in trouble again. So I just took like a video thing of me, just me, making sure it's just me in the picture. If I'm taking any kind of video footage, it's just me in it, not nobody else, not the background. It's just myself. But yeah, so I'm not making that mistake again. They didn't really have to kick me out. They could have just gave me a warning, but whatever, you know. Such is life. You live and you learn. You live and you learn. Live and you learn, right? Mm. So yeah, I'm just trying to wait till this traffic slow down a little bit, and then I'll continue to head back. That's my story. That's how I started YouTube. And something was telling me February ain't got here yet. I didn't say anything about February. I was scrolling when I discovered your channel. Okay, you were scrolling and I came up. Surely you're moving into your new home. We go back. But yeah, so that's my story, y'all. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. We got rush hour traffic. And I just found a better area to finish eating my food. And then I'll head back, but that's my story, guys. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. It's my story, and I'm sticking to it. The reason why I don't always turn on my camera, because I don't have to. That's why. I don't have to. That's why. I don't have to do that. How was your day? I just had a sandwich. But I'm done now. And I feel like I'm feeling like I look a hot mess today. So no, I don't want to show my face. I don't want to show my face again because I don't have to. On the days that I feel like I look like a super bum, I'm definitely not going to show my face. I don't have to show my face if I don't want to. Let me some of this water spilled out. Can you show your face? Can you show your face in the is that a picture of you? Show me your face. Come on, show me your face. Show me your face first. Maybe I'll show you mine if you show me yours. Show me your face and maybe I'll show you mine. Game over? So what does game over mean? You don't want to show me your face, but you want me to show you mine? Like, I show my face almost every day. I don't think anyone's going to miss my gorgeous face. Nobody's going to miss my gorgeous noggin. Nobody's going to miss me. Nobody's going to miss my gorgeous noggin. I can't find any of my little mini waters with the lids on them. All my lids are missing. What the heck is going on? Is there anybody new here in this channel? I see 12 people watching me. I hope everybody gave me a thumbs up when you come into the room. That'll be amazing for me to get a nice little thumbs up from everybody that come through here. I appreciate you. I appreciate the help and the support and all the love. Even all the trolls, the people that come here and call me the N-word. You guys are funny. The racist people are just hilarious. They can't be racist at work or anything, but they come on YouTube and bother people. They bother the people of color on YouTube. That's the only way that they can really show their racism. Because you can't do it at work, can you? You can't be racist to your neighbor because you might mess around and get your butt whooped, right? You might mess around and get your butt whooped. I'm trying to get things over before it gets dark because y'all know it gets dark fast now, guys. We're racing for darkness. And then when darkness come in, it just takes so long for like the day to just get over with. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just like, it'd be like 4 o'clock and it's like pitch dark. It's like 4 o'clock and then it's pitch dark. I went to the gym this morning. I had a really good workout. I didn't lift any weights today though. I just did a lot of stretching. And of course I did my cardio exercises and everything. So yeah, I'm doing my thing. I'm doing my thing. The only thing I'm worried about, like when I get a second job, like how am I going to have time to do all of these things? But I still have time. I don't make excuses. No excuse over here. No excuses will be said over here. I'm still going to have time to do what I got to do. We still going to have to mingle that gym in somehow. But yeah. But yeah. Happy Monday, everybody. If you guys are new here, thank you for watching. Thanks for coming by. And if you guys are old here and y'all been here since the beginning of my journey, I think I've been on this homeless journey for only a couple of months, though. Well, I've been on the journey with the shelter for, it's been probably almost 3 months that I've been like at the shelter. So it's been quite the journey, but I'm getting through it. I'm getting through it every single day. Want to be my cardio. So I've been in this journey now at the homeless shelter for like 3 months, and I've been homeless 2 years. This January will be 2 years. I guess it would be January. I think I took my eviction in the beginning of the year in January 2024. So I know it was like probably the first week in 2024. So I was reading some stuff about homelessness, and people were saying that having a place to live should be a human right, and I believe that. I really do believe that. Now, for the people that's like chronically homeless, like you're always losing something, that's a little bit different. But I that maybe been homeless like once or twice, but you've been homeless 5, 6, 7 times. Every place you get evicted from it. That's a little bit different. That's saying, okay, something's going on. You have a problem that you need to fix. But when you're homeless, I just think everybody's human right should be to have housing. Because the other day, I was literally somewhere and I was at this strip mall. So y'all know strip malls. Y'all know what a strip mall is, right? It's a little area where they have like stores. It's a strip of stores. Like it might be a pizza store. It might be a Dollar Tree. It might be, like little whatevers. You'll get to this phase. Want to be my prayer, but I think everybody should have a human right to have shelter because if humans don't have shelter, especially in weather like this, you could freeze to death out there, and that's not fair. I don't care what happened, even if you're a drug addict or whatever your situation you got going on, the reason that you couldn't pay your rent, and that's not the only reason why people have been evicted due to non-payment of rent. My eviction wasn't due to non-payment of rent. I violated my lease. So mine didn't have anything to do with finances. That's why when it's time for me to go find a place, it shouldn't be too bad for me because they're gonna be like, well, why did you get evicted? So I gotta go get all my paperwork from the courthouse and just kind of let them know, look, mine wasn't due to non-payment of rent. But now it's been 2 years now. So somebody was like, well, if you got an eviction, depending on how old it is, the landlord might, be a little bit more lenient with you. And I'm going to be looking for like a private landlord. That's my route that I'm going to go. And so I can get, because eviction will stay on your credit for like 7 years. I think it's not even your credit. I think it'll stay on your housing report for 7 years, just like your credit would. And I don't think evictions, I guess the same way that they have like a credit reporting, like Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, they have one for housing too. And I got to tap into that. I got to get into that and see what it says for me because I want to see it. I need to have it in writing because when it's time for me to get a place, I gotta have all this stuff for the landlord because they're gonna ask me, okay, you had an eviction? I'm like, yeah. He's gonna be like, how long has it been? And I said 2 years. So he's gonna be asking me questions like that. But I have a better chance of renting from a private landlord versus renting from like a big apartment complex. Now, if I get lucky enough to start making really good money, a lot of the times they're not gonna care about too much of that. If you got the money, you can move in next month. You know what I'm saying? So but I can't wait, man. I cannot freaking wait. This gonna be such a crazy emotional day for me. I know I'm gonna be a lot of tears. There's gonna be tears of joy and tears of just like, damn, I've been through the ringer and look at me now. I finally made it. But then I'm scared when I get a place again that I'm like really nervous with my life because I'm going to be like, oh my God, I got to do this again. Being responsible for rent and stuff or mortgage. It's a big responsibility. And the world don't care if you lose your job. Nobody cares about that. They want their rent money. They want that mortgage because if you don't pay it, that bank is coming for you. So that's the only thing, like the downside a little bit. I'm going to be a little bit like, damn, I'm excited to have my place, but now I got to go back into paying rent again. So, but I have some things moving. When things get the way it needs to get, everybody's going to know about it. But certain things I'm just not going to talk about until I get it. So when I get what I'm getting and get to where I'm going to, then I'll let y'all know. But I'm still positive about life. I still feel great. I don't feel the best in the homeless shelter because those girls are freaking crazy. It's like Bad Girls Club. It's like Bad Girls Club number 5 in there. But I say to myself, I don't even say hi to nobody. Like the only girls I kind of speak to a little bit are my roommates. And I feed them with a long handled spoon because I don't be telling them all my stuff. One of the girls was trying to be like, oh, so what hours do you work? None of your business. None of your business. Even somebody at my job, one of the managers, I've been working with him for like 2 years. So he gonna have the nerve to come out his mouth and ask me, oh, so you live in this particular town? Oh, so where do you live? What side do you live on? None of your freaking business. It don't matter where I live. Stop trying to tap into my life, bro. People really be trying to tap into your life. Like, I don't understand why where I live is your concern. I don't understand. But people really be trying to get into your life and see all whatever. You live in a house, you live in an apartment. It's like who cares where I live? Why is that a concern? As long as I show up for work and do what I need to do here, it shouldn't matter where I live, should it? But the homeless shelter was a little off the hook on the weekends because two of these girls they started fighting and arguing again. It's just like prison, man. And the staff members they act like they scared of the girls and child, it's just a hot mess. A hot old mess. But I stay out of it. I mind my business. Nobody really, I mean, like I said, the bully chick said a few things to me, but I just ignored her. I ignored her. And that'll kill somebody even more. If you ignore them, they get really pissed off. And there's really nothing I didn't want to throw her a bone. For what? I don't have time to be sitting here fighting with some girl. You got 3 kids and you worrying about being nasty to me? Huh? What the heck? What the heck is going on? Oh God, my phone fell. My phone fell off the mount. I gotta get me a better mount, y'all. I gotta get me a better mount. I gotta go to I'm good. How are you? How's everybody doing today? I see 17 people watching me. Wow. Thanks for coming by, everyone. If you guys don't know my story, I'm a homeless woman and I live in the United States of America. I'm in the United States of America. How's everybody doing this afternoon? Happy Monday. I'm going back to work tomorrow, and I actually got to go check my schedule and see what that's hitting for. So I don't be late. I don't like to be late to work, but sometimes it happens. But I'm stuck out here with all this dumb traffic, like in the middle of rush hour traffic. I would even live in a trailer as long as it's in a trailer neighborhood that's not all like real bad off. I wouldn't mind living in a trailer because some of these trailers they look nice. Some of the trailers are not half bad. So yeah, I definitely would. I would live in a trailer as well. That's an option for me. I wouldn't mind living in a trailer. But I don't want to live in an 8 mile trailer. Like the 8 mile. What is that? The Eminem 8 mile. I don't want to live in no trailer where people cooking up meth next door. Like I don't want to live in one of those trailers places. I want to live in a decent little trailer home. Nothing wrong with those. It's so funny because so many people say such bad things about living in a trailer park. I guess a trailer park is kind of living in a ghetto. You know what I'm saying? They look at living in a trailer like it's a ghetto thing to live in a trailer. They have a lot of nice trailer homes. Happy Monday. Thank you. Hey Shelly Green. How you doing? I'm doing good today. I'm doing pretty good, y'all. Just running some errands today. I'm headed back to where I need to head back to. And I'm just, just a normal Monday. I normally just run errands and do stuff that I need to do for myself on Mondays. Get some things out of the way and, life is lifing. Mhm. Life is lifing, honey. But I'm in the middle of like traffic, and it sucks right now because everybody's getting off of work, and I kind of took the wrong route to get back to where I need to get back to. So how's everybody doing? I see 20 people watching me. Gosh darn it. I hope everybody can give me a thumbs up. If you guys are new here, let me know that you're new here. Let me know how you found my channel. Let me know what state or country you are from. Because a lot of the times people are watching me from places like South Africa. People are following me from London. Some people say from Australia. Like, how did you guys find me? How are you today? Good to see everybody in the chat. I hope you guys are giving me a thumbs up when you come into the room. I appreciate that. When you guys give people thumbs up that do like TikTok or Instagram or anything, when you're in a live stream and you're giving somebody a thumbs up, that alerts the algorithm and let the algorithm know that, people are liking what she's doing over there. Start, pushing out my videos to other people, and people are finding me. I get subscribers literally every day because I come here. I'm live every morning, like early in the morning. I'm live. And then I go live again in the afternoon before the sun goes down. I try to get me another live and talk to you guys and see how everybody's day was. And if anybody got any questions, certain questions that you may ask, I may just refer you back to some of my videos. But for the most part, my live streams are just kind of like lighthearted, just a regular live. It's nothing intense about my homeless journey. I talk about some things, but some things I don't talk about on a live stream. Some things I want you to go and look at my videos and find it. Some people have questions, you know what I'm saying? So some things I don't answer. Some things I just have to refer you back to my live stream. But my channel is basically about my homeless journey right now, like how I'm getting through this journey of eviction and getting myself back on my feet again. That's what my journey is about. So if you guys have questions, that's what it's all about right now. Me just getting it out the mud, really. Getting things out of the mud because it's super hard for me right now. But I'm doing a good job, though. I'm doing a good job. I'm proud of myself. I pat myself on the back every day for continuing to keep my head up high without giving up. Because as much as I be wanting to give up, it's throwing the towel as many times as I wanted to run my car off the side of the road or the side of a bridge, really. I wanted to do that in the beginning of this journey and then sometimes I'm in a car like trying to put my stuff together, like my duffel bag to go back into the shelter. And sometimes I'm just like, you know what? I'm so tired of doing this. And I am tired of it. But I got to keep on going, though. Me giving up is not going to help anything. Life is so hard, man, especially it being wintertime and it's cold. It's just crazy. But this is my life. This is what I did to myself. So and some people come in here and say, oh, you need to take accountability. I took accountability for my actions 2 years ago. I know there's some things that I've done to get in the position I'm in now. Yeah. I can still talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I can talk about whatever I want to talk about on my channel. So I just put encouragement out there because some people come here and they say that they're homeless too, or they say that they live with, living with a relative. I lost my home, or, I'm trying to encourage somebody like whatever you going through, whatever you lost, you can get it back like 100 times fold. You can get it back. What I'm going to get back is going to be better than what I had before. It's going to be better than what I had in the past. So that's what I believe, and that's what I know, and I have faith that I know that God is going to continue to bring me through this. He's going to continue to bring me through this. And I've been doing an amazing job. And I pat myself on the back every single day. Every day I'm patting myself on the back. Yep, I sure am. Because I deserve it. That's why. Yeah, a lot of people don't want to hear you talk like that. Because they're like, what? You deserve what? You don't deserve anything. I deserve it. Yes, I do. Yes, I deserve it. Because guess what, buddy? I'm not in your pocket. I'm not in your pocket asking you for anything. So I appreciate everybody, though. I appreciate you. Because when I was homeless, I stayed in my car in the summertime. I think it was in August. I stayed in my car for like 33 days, 33 or 34 days. I stayed in my car. Yes, I did. You don't believe that, do you? I stayed in my car. I sure did. And it was in the summertime. And it was so many nights that it was a few nights that I cried. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm tired of this. I need housing again and stuff. But nothing's free, so nobody's going to just say, hey, you deserve a house, come on over here, I got one for you. That's not going to happen. I mean, that'd be great, but even the programs, the assistance and all that stuff is not out here like that no more today. There's not a lot of help out here for people. I mean, I be seeing people in wheelchairs living in the streets. And it'd be breaking my heart in two. But there's nothing I can do to help, you know? The only thing I can really do is send a prayer to somebody because there be some people out here sitting in the woods, you know. It's a guy I watch. I forget where he lives at, but he's living in a tent. I'm like, how do you survive in a tent in weather like this, bro? How do you do it? I don't understand. Then you can't wait to spring and summer. When spring and summer get here, we can't wait for that, right? A homeless person, the best thing is for like homeless people, even homeless people that live in shelters, springtime is the best time for a lot of homeless people because you don't have to be trapped in a shelter all day. You can go out, the weather's nice, you can sit outside, you know, before the mosquitoes start to come. But yeah, I don't see how the homeless people could stay out like this. I don't know. I hope the guy that I watch on YouTube, he was staying in a tent in a whole nother state. But the state that he stays in seems to be a pretty cold state. So I don't know how he's doing it. Like I don't know how you're doing it out in the freezing cold. I don't know. Lord knows I don't know. It sucks. It sucks. It really does suck. That's why I said next time I get me a place, child, I'm hanging on to it with everything that I have. But it also sucks that we have to work 7 days a freaking week to make ends meet, and you're not even making ends meet, even working 7 days a week. So life can really suck, man. But I'm here for it, though. I'm here for the sucky life. I am definitely here for it. It's like sunset here now. I'm here for it, even though I don't want to be here for it too much because it's crazy. You know, the homeless people that still decided to stay outside in the cold. Like, how can you stay in the cold? Oh my God. Thanks for Donald Trump. People aren't getting help. Well, good for him. It's okay. Good for him. Good for him. How you doing, Nehemiah? What's going on with you? How's it going? How's it going, everybody? Yeah, it's not really a lot of help out here for nobody. And it is. I'm getting out the mud. It is what it is. I don't sit around and cry. I'm not sitting around crying. I'm just making moves. You know what I'm saying? And I just look at the other girls in the shelter, the ones that are like sitting around every day, and I just be looking at them like, do y'all chicks know who's the president of this United States of America? Like, do y'all know who run this right now? Child, y'all just be sitting around still thinking somebody gonna just, I don't know, roll a house out of the sky for you. I'm fighting to keep my benefits. It's a shame, man. It's a shame. It's so sad what's going on out here today. And for the girls that be sitting around in the shelter, not really doing nothing. I'm like, do y'all know who the president is right now? Like, girl, it's getting real out here. It's going to get realer than what it is right now. Like, it's real now. It's going to get even more real. This ain't nothing. This is just a tip of that iceberg, okay? The tip of the iceberg. That's why I'm trying to get my stuff together now so I can escape the iceberg that's about to just continue to overflow and melt. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like to get political because but the girls in the shelter just be sitting around there like we're not really going underwater right now. Oh, God. Why it holds up so much? They just be sitting around the shelter, lunching around like it's gonna be forever. Who knows? He could get up and say, "Shut all the homeless shelters down." Then what? Everybody in the shelter gonna have to do what? Where are we gonna go, man? You have a disability. Yeah, it's a shame. It's really sad, especially for the veterans and the senior citizens and for the people that have disabilities. I mean, even them are before me. Even them are before me. They're before me. Yes, I need housing, but someone who's a veteran, someone who's disabled, and somebody who is a senior citizen, they need more help than me. And I need help, but they need more help than me. They need help. But it's sad, man. That's why I hope people, if you have a supportive family, if you have people out there that's here for you, be grateful that you have them. Be grateful. I blocked him. I don't got time. I don't got time for the I don't got time for the bull crap with people. You're just blocked. You're out of here. See ya. I don't need to explain anything to you. This is my channel. I could say what I want to say on here. And if you don't agree, that's fine. But I had a pretty good Monday. Just stuck in traffic right now. Stuck in traffic right now. Must be something with paramedics. We're stuck in traffic. And then the thing about these roads are, like when it snows and stuff like that, these snow plows be tearing these roads to shreds. That's where all these potholes be coming from. Them damn snow plows. I don't understand how a snow plow gets these. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But some of these potholes, y'all watch out for them freaking potholes, okay? Because when it snows, for some reason, them snow plows be tearing these roads up, honey. My family don't care about me. I wish I was. Yeah, my family don't care about me either. When I see people talk about their families not caring and not helpful and not being there, I know what that feels like, and that's a sucky feeling because I feel it every day. So I wrote a few things on my Facebook page about how I felt. I was watching this video about a guy that I watch on this particular channel. I watch a lot of men that go out in their communities like Kensington. They go out and talk to the drug addicts in the streets. You know what I'm saying? How did you get to this stage? How did your life turn out to be like this? So I watch a lot of that content on like YouTube, Facebook, or whatever. So it was one particular guy. It was one guy that I watched. I think he's in where's he at? I think he's in Arizona. He goes out to Arizona. Arizona's hot, right? So he's in Arizona and he talks to the drug addicts out there. Like, how did you get into? He interviews the addicts, right? The drug addicts, the alcoholics, but most of them are on like heroin or whatever. So he interviews all the addicts that's in this particular area. And one of the guys, I fell in love with his story. Like, he was in a wheelchair, and one of his videos came up on my For You page on Facebook, and it just broke my heart because he was sitting. Excuse me. This man was sitting in his wheelchair. He was already a drug addict, right? He was on, they call it blues. I think blues is like heroin or dope. He was on blues, and he was sitting in his wheelchair just looking really bad. Like he looked like he was dying. He looked like death. His skin was, he had these cheekbones and everything. You could tell in his day when he was okay that he was an attractive guy, but he just looked like walking death. His face looked like it was skeleton. His face looked like it was a skeleton. So he was literally dying, but he was still using drugs too, I guess, to numb his pain of being homeless and stuff like that. So he was sitting in the wheelchair, and I seen the video today, and it broke my heart, and I had to say something about it because he was like, "Man, if I had my family to help me, and my family knew I was out here like this, and they didn't help me, and and I felt what he was saying because I know how you feel, but except for me, I don't have a drug problem, thank God." But when he was in that wheelchair, he ended up dying. He ended up passing away. But he was saying, man, if I wish I would have had my family to help me. I wish I would have had my family. And that's all he kept saying when he was in that wheelchair. He wished he would have had his family to help him. And he pretty much died in that wheelchair. He went to the hospital and never came back out. But stuff like that breaks my heart because I'm like, I know what that feels like to have a whole bunch of family and nobody gives a crap. Nobody cares. But they'll look at my social media though. In the street interviews. Yeah, not him. I watch him too, but I watch this other guy. I think he's a Mexican dude, and he be doing what's his name? Phoenix in Phoenix, Arizona. I think the name of his channel is something in Phoenix or something like that. He's a Mexican dude. I like him a lot, but I watch a lot of different people. But I forget his name, what his name is. But I wish it was a law that forced families to take in homeless family members. I mean, that'd be an awesome law, right? But the family would be pissed off. But see, everything comes around full circle, man. I'm gonna get myself together, and it's gonna be somebody else in my family that's gonna have a need. There's gonna be someone else in my family that is going to have a need. That's how it always happens, right? There's gonna be somebody else that's gonna have a need that's gonna pop up, and that's how it always happens. But I do watch Atlanta Street interviews too, because I watch this stuff because I care for people, And I just be thanking God like that I never picked up drugs like that. Like I never, thank God I never got messed up with drugs. I do drink, like I'm a casual drinker, but even with alcohol, they say alcohol is worse than any kind of drug. I don't know what the difference is, but to me, I think it's kind of all the same. But I'm just glad I never messed around with drugs, man. Any guys that I ever dated that started messing around with drugs, I got rid of them so fast because I was like, I don't want nothing to do with this kind of lifestyle. But it's like I feel like we all have a problem with something that we need to stop doing. You know what I'm saying? We all got something that we need to get rid of or stop doing or change or just something. We all got something that we stop doing. But I have a problem with like eating candy, sugar. Sugar is my addiction. Sugar is my addiction, and it's hard for me to leave certain drinks alone, like sugary drinks. And I haven't really been drinking a lot of juice, but I still be chewing on my candy though. So my thing I would say is like sugar and candy. That's my addiction. That's definitely my addiction. And some people got food addictions. They're addicted to food. It's all type of addictions out here that somebody could be addicted to. Somebody could be addicted to shopping, addicted to gambling and stuff like that. So it's so many different things. When they come around with that need, I'm going to close my door. You're right. I'm not even going to close my door. I think they're going to know better to even ask me for help. They're going to know better to even ask me for help. And it was sad when I saw this man sitting in his wheelchair. I think I'm going to try to see if I can find the video and record the video and let y'all see what I was talking about. Like, how sorry I felt for this man. And he ended up dying, losing his life. He died in the street due to his actions, yes, due to him wanting to mess around with drugs. But it matters a lot when you have a support system behind you. Sometimes the love that you have for your family and the love that your genuine family has for you, that can change your whole situation. You could, oh, I want to get clean because, my family loves me so much, so I want to make them happy. So when you have love behind you and you have that support, that helps you want to get your stuff together even faster because you got your family in your head, like saying, come on, sis, you got to get it together. You have somebody. I got more people that encourage me to keep going than my own family does. Like strangers are pushing me, and my own family just sit in their houses and they don't care about me. And they wonder why I don't want to be around. They wonder why I don't show my face at Thanksgiving dinner or Christmas. Show my face for what? I don't have a family at this point. Moving forward, I don't have a family. Screw all of them. I don't have anybody. Cut back on the sugar. Yeah, I'm trying to, girl. This is hard. I know. That's what I'm saying. That sugar is my addiction because I eat candy pretty much every day. Especially like when I eat something, when I have a meal or something, I want to like eat a piece of candy afterwards. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I would say my addiction is. That sugar. And then in the morning when I get up and have my coffee, I could cut back on the creamer and stuff like that. So that's my thing. It's hard for me, but I'm doing good because I drink water every day now. I don't even like sometimes I want to grab for a soda or I want to grab for a juice. I can't do it because I know I need to cut back. So I'm doing pretty good with cutting back on sugar. And I'm going to just do even better because some days I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to go 3 days without no candy. I'm going to go 3 days without no juice. And I haven't drunk juice in a while. So everything I've been consuming as far as drink wise has been water. So I'm proud of myself for that. But sugar is a really bad addiction. And I have that. I do. I suffer from that. Do they have a sugar addiction clinic somewhere I could join? Like, I don't know. But I want to get out of this sugar game. Because sugar is definitely a killer. It really is. It destroy your teeth. You know what I'm saying? There's so many things. So many things. Definitely gradually. Yeah. But God is good nonetheless, y'all. I'm grateful. Grateful, grateful, grateful. I'm always grateful. Every day that I wake up, I'm grateful. I'm grateful to God. I'm grateful to see this beautiful sunset. I don't know. Did the sun come out today? I don't even know. Yeah, the sun was out today. It was. It was. The sun was out. The sun will come out tomorrow. And I normally don't go back to the shelter until like later, like 6 or 7. Normally don't go back until like 7 or 8 or 9. But tonight I'm going back because it's cold out here, child. It's cold. If you only wait until tomorrow, the sun will come round tomorrow. If you only wait until... I'm not ignoring you. I just have to stop at a stop sign or something so I can see the comment. I'm not ignoring y'all. If y'all write a comment, I'm going to read it. But I just got to wait till I get somewhere where I can see it. Because like I said, I don't have my glasses. My glasses are broken, and I went to. Is it the podiatrist that do eyes? Is it the podiatrist that do the eyes? So I guess the podiatrist. I guess she was like, for me to get a replacement set of glasses, I got to pay $200 something, and I'm like, sis, I don't got that kind of money right now. I do not got that kind of money. So when I get some more money, I'm about to get me. Well, I can go on any website, any like eye website, and get glasses for like $20. They just have to have my prescription. And I got my prescription because when she told me that the glasses would be like two something, I was like, "Well, sis, listen." I said, "I'll just take the prescription," and she knew what I was going to do after that. I'll take the prescription and I'll go somewhere else, honey. I don't need those. All I need is the prescription. I can get a nice frame. So I'm gonna get me a couple pair of nice shades. So that feel good, you know. Get me a couple pair of nice shades, and I'm on with the wind, fabulous, honey. But yeah, I know what it feels like. My family don't care either. They don't care, and that's okay. My heart has grown cold towards them. I wish they would ask me for a favor in life. And it's so funny because sometimes it be the people that end up being successful in life, man. Never know. Somebody could end up winning the lottery. You know what I mean? You could end up winning the $40 million lottery, and then how many people in your family go, "I wish you would knock on my door if I want some money. I wish you would ask me for a damn favor. Oh, you want some money, huh? Remember when I was homeless by myself? That would be amazing if I just won a whole bunch of money. Wouldn't that be crazy? And I wouldn't have to tell none of my family members no. I wouldn't have to tell them no because I don't even think they would have the balls to come and ask me for anything. I really don't think they would have the balls. Could you imagine me winning the lottery? And I want the news stations, and I want everybody to know I won it because I'm gonna be right on. Do you want news coverage? Are you winning this $40 million lottery? Yes, I do. I do want news coverage because I want my family to see this, and I want to rub it in their faces. Oh, I would love that. I would be so happy to let them know on a news station channel that I won all this money, and I would not be sharing it with family. That would be amazing. Glasses are expensive, but they have some websites that you can get some frames for cheap. It's sad how families don't stick together anymore. Yes, it is. If I won a lottery, I would disappear. I wouldn't even disappear. I'll go build me a nice big old house around areas that I know my family frequents so they can see, oh, that's her house up there on that hill. Oh, that's her. Oh, look at all those nice cars she got out there. I want to let my family know that I'm doing okay. Matter of fact, they watch my social media anyway. But man, I will let them know, oh, she's doing good. Oh my gosh, she was in a homeless shelter for 2 years and we didn't lift a finger to help her. But then if I won that kind of money, how many people would be in my pocket trying to ask me for it? I don't even think my family would have the balls to even ask me for help. Like I wish you would ask me for a dime. I wouldn't even give you 1 cent of my lottery winnings. Like what? Are you freaking kidding me, sister? You want a favor? You want some money from me? When I was homeless, you wouldn't even lift a finger? What? You need help? Oh, you want me to pay off your house? Oh, you need a new car, your car is broken. God works in mysterious ways, man. God works in mysterious ways. People that turn their back on you are gonna be the same people that I'm gonna turn my back on. I'm in a shelter and I'm okay there. I'm actually all right there. I can't complain. I mean, I do complain, but of course, I don't want to be there, but I don't have a choice. But yeah, families don't stick together. Not no more. Everybody's like, oh, I'm married. I got my own family. I got my own problems. Okay, okay. Because when I win my money, I'm gonna be like, oh, I got my own problems too. And my problem is how I'm gonna spend this. How am I going to spend my 40 million? That would be amazing if I won some money like that, because I would damn sure be cracking up with my family. I'm gonna go buy me a nice mansion somewhere on the hill. That way, I know they all could drive past every day and see my house. And then, of course, open up some businesses and all that. But I'm just saying, I think about that sometimes. Like, wow, you be down today and up tomorrow. You never know what can happen, man. What kind of blessings that's gonna fall into your lap? And look, talking about candy, I'm eating a mint already. I don't know. Every time I eat a meal or something, I have to have me like a piece of candy or something. I feel like I have to. I don't have to, but I don't know. It just makes me feel good. I don't want anybody in my life who wasn't there for me when I needed them. Right. I don't want anybody in my life who wasn't there, that wasn't in my life when I needed them. And that's right. And the crazy thing is about my family, I have a lot of family. It's not like I have one sister and a brother somewhere in another country. Everybody is in this, everybody is close by where I live. Everybody's around. I have a sister that lives like 15 minutes from where the shelter is. I have another sister that's a half an hour. I got people in this area, but none of them want to help me out. And they're not far away. It's not like they're in another country or something. But like I said, if I ever had like my brother or somebody in the past, if they knocked on my door for help, man, I'm gonna be there for them. I'm like, come on in here, bro. But I don't feel like that now. I don't feel those feelings now, but in the past, I would help them out. But people feel like that they're never going to lose in life, that they're never going to have an issue, or oh, my life is good now. I'm making money, and I got money, and I got cars, and I got my house. I got two houses. Those be the ones that's going to be losing stuff. But they think everything is perfect now. So okay, everybody goes through rough times, rough patches. You go through a rough patch, and you find out your own brother and sister won't help you for nothing. That's hard to handle. If I win the lottery, I would disappear. My family stuck together when my grandmother was alive, but when she died back in 1980, they all started showing their side back to me and late grandmother. Yeah, sometimes when those matriarchs pass away, it's all ball game from there. One of my sisters think that she's like better than everybody in the family, but she's the one that got this cheating husband that she married. She's a church woman, but she thinks that in church people sometimes could be the worst kind of people. I don't want anybody in my life that wasn't there for me when I needed them. That's awful. One family member can't help you. Nope. Like I said, my niece, I stayed with my niece, but when I stayed with her, she ended up treating me like garbage. So, good evening. How are you? Did I miss your video on the fight there, or you changed your mind? I didn't even put it out yet. Hopefully tonight, when I get back to the shelter, I'll be able to release that. Maybe. But I have a lot of older videos that I have to put out there. So it could be rough with social media, because sometimes I get so many videos in my phone, I have to figure out how I'm going to release them all because it's just so much. But I do want to put the video. It wasn't actually really a fight. It was really a verbal argument. But yeah, I am going to talk about that. If I don't release it tonight, I'll release it in the morning. Because I have a lot of videos in my phone that I need to get rid of. I do have a lot of videos in my phone. When you do social media, you're always just going to have a lot of content. And I have a lot of content. And I'm going to put that video out. If it's not tonight, I'm going to release it tomorrow. Because whenever something happens in a shelter, I usually make a video about it. I make a video about, what happened or whatever, but I didn't release the video yet. But I have so much content, y'all. Like I have, right now, I probably would say, I probably got like 10 videos, like my longer form videos. Like I have probably 10 videos that I can release right now if I wanted to. Like 10, like 15-minute videos that I could release now. They're videos from like maybe 2 weeks ago, maybe a week ago, a couple of days ago. I don't always release them all the time because doing social media and scheduling the video, it can be a lot. So, but no, I didn't release that yet, but I will. I will. It'll come out either tonight or tomorrow. I'm going to put it out there because I hate when I tell y'all something happened at the shelter and I don't release the video. Then I know you guys are like looking for, oh my God, what happened to the fight video? It wasn't really actually a fight, but it was a good video because I'm telling y'all kind of in detail about kind of what happened or whatever. But yeah, the shelter can be off the chain because I got a roommate now. And I guess she's like consider herself to be like a stud, right? So she's very like aggressive and angry, and Even today when I seen her and I walked past her when I left out the door, and she's like trapped there. I don't think she has a car. She doesn't have a job. She's probably, getting, state benefits or whatever. So she's very angry. She's a very angry woman. And the sad part is in the shelters, when you're around like angry people, it can get scary because I'm like, let me get my mace out when I go to sleep at night because I don't know what the heck. I don't know what the heck. But like I say, even when it comes to my family, my niece did help me, but she ended up being like the wicked witch of the West. I didn't really know who she was or how nasty she could be, but I think she only took me in because she just saw dollar signs. You know what I'm saying? She was like, "Oh well, I can get 600 a month from her because that's what I was paying her." And I didn't have my own room and everything, and I was in my niece's living room, and I guess she kind of got sick of that, so she ended up asking me to go. And the only thing that I could say bad about my niece was I was grateful that she took me in, but we ended up not getting along. And it was just really with her, the way that she put me out was just diabolically ignorant. It was just crazy the way she put me out. She threw me out in the streets. Like I had came home from work one day and it was like 10 o'clock at night and I'm sitting on the toilet. You know, when you come from work, I go in the bathroom, use the bathroom, wash my hands, come back out. She was knocking on the bathroom door while I'm sitting on the toilet talking about we gotta talk. And she was like, well, you have to go because this, that, and the third. I'm just like, okay, well, I'll leave. But in the process of her disrespecting me, I guess the money wasn't good enough. I guess so. I mean, it doesn't matter now, but I guess it wasn't. I guess the 600 didn't do much for her, I guess after a while, but she took it for at least 5 or 6 months. But it is what it is. If you didn't want me in your house, that's fine. But it's just the way she did it was just I was taken aback by the way that she did it because she did everything in front of her child, in front of her kids. She blasted me in front of the kids, like you gotta go. She pretty much embarrassed me in front of her whole family. And if you wanted me to leave your house, you could go somewhere and say, hey, can you meet me over here at this time? We have to talk. We could do this in private. We don't have to let nobody know anything. We don't need the riffraff. We don't need the but we had an argument. We were fighting. We were fighting verbally, and she threatened to beat me up and all this stuff. She called the cops on me. She called the cops on me. The cops came in there and laughed in her face because the cops was looking at her like the first thing the police officer is going to ask, well, how long has she been staying here? I said, I've been here about 5 months. So they were looking at my niece like, well, she's been here for 5 months. Girl, she lives here. You know what I mean? And then my niece was like, no, she gotta go. And she was saying this in front of the cops, like, oh, she don't leave. I'm gonna beat her up. I'm gonna beat her up. And my niece was crazy, man. I was just like, yo, you are so fucked up. And my niece was the only one in the family that I looked at as like she was my sister that I never had. I looked at my niece as being a sister that I never had in my life before. So I used to tell her my business. Like we used to talk, like I looked at her as like a friend that I never had. But my niece she was like one of those people in the family that sucks up all your energy. She's sucking up everything she could find, whatever tea that's in your life, whatever guy you're talking to, she want to know. And she would share some of her life with me and I would share some of my stuff with her. And she would probably take what I'm telling her and go tell her mom or just whatever. But it was messed up the way she did it. I don't have no problem with you telling me to leave your house, but I do have a problem with the way that you told me to leave your house. That was kind of messed up. You don't blast somebody in front of the whole family, but that's the kind of person she was. And I told myself, I said, I don't care if I don't ever see you again for the rest of my life. I could care less what happens in life. Y'all won't see my face. None of y'all will see my face at no events, at nothing because my mom and dad have passed away already. So I've went to their funerals, but if something happens to anybody in this family, you can bet your bottom dollar you won't see my face there. I said I don't care who gets my brother got married last year to his wife. Guess what? Guess who didn't come to his funeral? And that was my blood brother. I didn't go. I didn't go to his funeral. For what? Why do I want to go to your wedding when I'm sitting up here struggling to try to survive and see where I'm gonna lay my head tomorrow night? Like y'all all turned your back on me and you think I'm going to a freaking wedding? Wedding? I couldn't even possibly mentally put a smile on my face and be happy for anybody when I'm out here struggling to try to see where I'm gonna lay my head at night. That's hard for me to do. So I didn't go to his wedding. And then all of a sudden I go on Facebook one day. I think he blocked me off of Facebook. Like, I don't give a crap. You're crappy. You're supposed to be my freaking brother. Why would I want to go to your wedding? He had a baby, him and his wife. I think his baby now is about 5 months. Do you think I even went to the hospital to go? I don't care. I don't care. Y'all don't care about me. I don't give a damn about you. So, and my brother was offended because he took me off his Facebook page and I'm okay. But one thing I do know for sure, I know y'all watching me. I know that for sure. And it's so funny because I was even on Facebook today, like narrating this video that I saw. I was talking about my feelings about family not being here and you should never turn your back on your family. And this now I can see if your family did something to you. I can see if maybe somebody robbed you or somebody did something low down to you. Okay, I can understand y'all not talking. But I've never done anything to y'all, and this is the first time in my life that I've ever needed help. The first time that I ever cried out for help was one time. So it's not like, oh, she's always homeless or she's always on drugs or situation has nothing to do with drugs. If you don't want to help me, just say it out of your mouth. They none of them ever never really said it, but their actions show that they don't want to help because they never said, you know what, I know you're going through, sis. Everything that I was going through these last 2 years, none of them actually ever came to me and said, um, what happened? You know what? No, none of them ever asked any details of what happened in my life the last couple of years when I was going through so many things with my family. None of them actually ever even came and asked me, what happened, sis? Tell me the story. What happened? Because guess what? Nobody cared. None of them cared. Nobody